Cab Calloway was one of the most electrifying performers of the jazz age. A showman whose voice, style, and larger-than-life persona helped define the swing era. His music filled dance halls, his slang became part of American culture, and his charisma made him unforgettable. But behind the fame and applause was a scandal that nearly derailed his career. One song, catchy, daring, and wildly controversial for its time, almost got Cab Calloway banned from the radio. The story of that song will shock you. In the 1930s, Cab Calloway was a star unlike any other, leading his orchestra at Harlem's legendary Cotton Club. He became famous for his energetic performances and his flamboyant white tuxedos. Audiences adored his scat singing, his infectious energy, and his unforgettable hit Minnie the Moocher, which became the first jazz record to sell 1 million copies. With his calandra-response style, Haida Haida, he created a moment in music history that lives on to this day. But while Minnie made him a star, it was also the song that nearly got him banned from the airwaves at first glance. Minnie the Moocher seemed like a playful, upbeat tune. Its catchy chorus made it perfect for radio, and listeners couldn't get enough of it. But if you listened closely to the lyrics, you'd realize that this wasn't just a silly jazz number, which was a dark, coded story about drugs, addiction, and life in the shadows of society. Minnie, the character at the heart of the song, was no innocent. She was described as a woman caught up in a dangerous world of opium and cocaine, a world most Americans never expected to hear about on the radio in the 1930s. For an era bound by strict censorship and conservative values, the song was scandalous. Broadcasters and moral watchdogs quickly caught on to the song's hidden meanings, and outrage followed. How could such a popular entertainer sing so openly about drug use and vice on the nation's airwaves? Newspapers wrote about the controversy, and some radio stations threatened to pull the song altogether. The fear was that Minnie the Moocher would corrupt young listeners, exposing them to ideas far outside what was considered acceptable entertainment at the time. But Cab Calloway was clever. He never directly mentioned drugs by name, instead using slang and metaphor that gave the song a double meaning. While adults in the know recognized the dangerous undercurrents in the lyrics, younger listeners and casual fans often thought it was just another jazzy tune about a quirky character. This slyness kept the song just inside the bounds of what could be tolerated, even as critics demanded it be silenced. Despite the backlash, Minnie the Moocher survived. Dan thrived. A controversy only made it more popular, and the song went on to become Calloway's signature piece. For decades, he performed it on stage and screen, from jazz clubs to Hollywood films, keeping audiences enthralled with its irresistible rhythm and daring story. Ironically, the very scandal that almost got him banned from radio ended up cementing his place in music history. What makes this story even more remarkable is how Minnie the Moocher reflects the realities of its time. Jazz music had always been tied to the underground world of speakeasies, prohibition, and nightlife. By bringing that edge into mainstream culture, Calloway blurred the line between acceptable entertainment and taboo subject matter. He challenged the boundaries of censorship, forcing audiences to confront issues most would have preferred to ignore. In the end, the song that almost ended his career became the one that defined it. Cab Calloway never shied away from controversy. Instead, he used it to his advantage. Minnie the Moocher was more than just a jazz classic hit, was a bold statement, coded message, and a cultural phenomenon that captured the rebellious spirit of an era. So, what was the song that nearly got Cab Calloway banned from radio? It was his greatest hit, Minnie the Moocher. The song that shocked censors, scandalized audiences, and yet, against all odds, became an anthem that still echoes through music history today.